That moment when you wake up and realize it's Tuesday and, oh, I have to make a video today. Oh, what in the what am I going to make a video about? That's me most weeks. I mean, what? I plan my videos weeks in advance and spend hours thinking about them. Sup peeps, my name is Daniel Bentley, and it took me a long time to decide if I was ever going to actually make this video. As I've said before, I work at my local Chick-Fil-A, and as many of you probably know, when you're working in fast food, you interact with a lot of people every day. Now, you aren't likely to remember every person that you interact with, but you do remember some, the ones that stick out in your mind and become really great stories to tell. One day I realized, hey, I've got some great stories to tell. And hey, I've got a platform to tell stories on. And thus, on this day, the Chick-Fil-A Chronicles were born. For this first CFAC, as I'm going to call it, I decided to tell a tale that transpired not too terribly long ago. Alliteration! Once upon a time, I was at work, doing my thing. I was on headset, so I was taking the orders from the guests that come through the drive-thru. It was starting to get late, and it was right about half an hour before close. I was tired and hungry, and had been doing the same thing for about 5 hours, and I was pretty much just irritated with everything. You see, there comes this point in the night when I just really want people to stop coming through the drive-thru so I can get my closing stuff done and go home. As such, I've developed this bad habit of thinking really angry thoughts about any guest that comes through the drive-thru when it gets closer to closing. If my boss sees this, I'm working on it, I promise. But despite these angry thoughts, I try to sound happy and friendly on the headset because even if I'm miserable, deep down I really want the guest to have a good experience. So it's about 9:30 and another car rolls up to place their order at the box. I put on my happy face and greet them. Our interaction was fairly average, nothing out of the ordinary, and then they went to drive to the window. I went back to my unhappy mood and proceeded to take the order from the next car. But then that first car gets to the window. I'm still taking an order, so my focus is elsewhere, but I hear the ladies at the window talking excitedly with my coworker. I finish up the order that I'm taking, which happens to be the last one for the moment, and turn to the window to see what they were talking about. The lady in the car addresses me and says, "Are you the one that took our order?" And I replied, "Yes." And she begins to shower me with praise. It kind of caught me off guard. This woman that I had been judging so harshly because she had the audacity to come through my drive-thru was now saying super nice things like, "Thank you for being so friendly." And most other food places aren't so inviting at this time of night. She tells us that her and her friend end up getting food around this time of night fairly frequently, and it really meant a lot that we had been so kind to her even though it was fairly close to close. Well, I instantly felt like a jerk. I had just thought all those negative thoughts about her, and here she was being super nice to me. I haven't seen her again since, but she definitely changed my mindset. Just because I'm having a bad day doesn't mean that everyone around me is a terrible person. She also showed me how much of a difference you can make for a person, because she made me feel even a lot more positive outside of Chick-fil-A. I didn't even get her name, but if she is watching this by some off chance, I just want to say thank you for making a positive change in my life by being so kind to me. Anyway, that's all I've got today. Here's to a positive outlook, and here's to passing it forward. Leave a comment if you like this story and want me to keep making these Chick-fil-A Chronicle videos. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, then I'm going to think really angry thoughts about you every time you come through the drive-thru, but you'll never know because I'm super good at keep putting on a happy face. And don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all.